A hot topic today is the apartment market. Apartment rents are going up and development is occurring across the country at a very frenetic pace. So what's going on? To really understand this question, we need to look at demographics. Over the last decade, the country has added over 9 million new renter households. That's more than we've seen in any 10-year period in the last 50 years. In addition to that, the home ownership rate has dropped dramatically. It dropped after the bursting of the housing bubble. A lot of people were forced out of ownership housing and into rental housing. Now, as we look forward, just based upon population growth, we're likely to see another 4.4 million renter households between now and 2025. But that's not all. The market's also seeing a dramatic boost from the millennial generation. These are younger families, younger households who are choosing to rent rather than to own. And there's an awful lot of them out there. What is also interesting is we're seeing renters across all income and all age cohorts. This is something which we haven't seen before. Is it likely to be prevalent going forward? Probably not, but it is interesting all the same. So what's the story on the increase in rent that we've seen? We've seen an awful lot of development, and that's really a function of banks lending money to developers to build apartment projects. But rents have been escalating dramatically. I do not see that carrying on. Rents are tied very closely to incomes. If we don't see substantial income growth, then ultimately the rental rate growth has to slow down, and I expect to see that. As we progress on further, the millennials that are renting, however, are going to move out of rental households. They're not going to stay perma renters, they are going to buy. They're just not going to buy quite yet.